please us.
Yeah, no, I gotta know.
Well, opening comments?
Yes.
Okay.
Opening comments.
Well, guys came out here today, practiced hard. We continue to make adjustments as far as, just accountability. Make sure these guys are held accountable to the highest of standards, whether it's, like I say, from penalties to just the way we dress to academics, whatever the case may be, make sure they're held to the highest of standards. I know the question that all you guys want to know is, how healthy is Jackson? One of the biggest things is I beat him yesterday in a race, so, he's about that healthy. But no, all jokes aside, we're still taking it day by day with the doctor and see what the doctor, says, and continue to make sure that he's 100% healthy or close enough to it till we can get on the field. And, we're going to do what we need to do to win this particular ball game, whether that's playing two quarterbacks, whether that's, just one playing the whole game or whatever the case may be. It's more for Arizona to figure out, not for us. Like, we know what's going on for this team, for us. We're not pretty much going to help our opponent in any shape, form, or fashion. Well, he's definitely, one of our quarterbacks for the future. We have multiple, and, Keenan's now getting to the point to where he's a little older. He's going to move on to the next step for him in football. And, Jackson, I would like to continue seeing him get development, whether it's in the offense, throwing the ball, making sure you have understanding of the offense, and, just controlling his team. Because, one day soon that it will probably be his team, or he'll be battling for it to be his team.
How difficult is it? I know Graham had talked about having a package for Jackson even before the Washington State game, but in terms of using that later, how hard is it to kind of balance the two quarterbacks and you don't want one guy to fall out of rhythm and the other guy's kind of cold when he comes in?
You know what? I don't think it's that hard because we've been a team that's actually played multiple offensive linemen, whether it's in series or snaps, and it's all positions that you switch up. It's actually maybe a little harder for other guys just because of the cadence or how guys do or handle the particular offense may be different than the other, right? Just even when it comes to the read zone game as far as the things that they may do with the particular offense. So once again, I don't really think it's an issue for us. I think it's more of an issue for our opponent.
You're still saying that you're spending on yourself again? Steel?
Yes.
What kind of talks did you have over the Bible?
You know what? I think he was a guy that was kind of playing, body a little dinged up, body beat up, and, just some adjustments. You have an adjustment of maybe me always being your coach and maybe a couple other people, so you're having to adjust to the things you have to do. And kind of went back to doing as much as I possibly can with the secondary. So, I would say that helped him a little bit, maybe. I wouldn't say that, but he's just a guy that, is going to continue to develop. I think this past game was his best game of the season, and hopefully he can continue to grow.
What was the one thing you did that was most important?
They tried 4 deep balls on him. So anytime you play corner and they try 4 deep balls on you, they don't catch any. I think that's, going in the right direction.
I know you talked about wanting to emphasize the run a little bit more. In terms of this last game, what was working, especially just with the game flow and kind of the way Graham was calling it, especially when it came into that second half?
You know what? I think it was a lot of stuff that he was calling more just straight run plays instead of, run pass options. So whether, we check to a particular play based off what we see. I think he was calling a lot more run plays, and, our O-line was, actually winning the line of scrimmage. And then it helps when you have NFL-type running backs that, can make a guy miss here or there when they do get through. So it was a little bit of play calling, actually the O-line pushing, and at the same time the running backs running.
Coach Shanks was talking about just Keontae's confidence, especially with his health getting better. How have you kind of seen that translate, especially in these last couple of weeks and this past Saturday?
Well, I think people forget that Keontae, he transferred here, so, even though he's a little bit older, it's still like as far as a freshman, it's a totally different offense than what he ran with in Texas. At the same time, it's different personnel. He has to get used to our O-line. He has to get used to the quarterback. So I think it's a person that's becoming in rhythm with his teammates also, as well as the play calling. So I think he's getting a little used to things, and I continue to see him grow also. Say it again.
What do you think the team needs to do to get this?
We need to stay of course. We need to stay of course of the things that we're doing. It's been a lot of adjustments as far as schematically and, a lot more just things off the field. It's been a ton of adjustments, actually. So I think we stay of course, right? We actually have the structure and the foundation in place that I would like now, and make sure that we go ahead and just pretty much get the results we want on Saturday.
I know there was a lot of talk about 1A, 1B in the run game, but the way Keontae has been running lately, does it feel like that's more of a just, workhorse kind of situation?
I think it's 1A, 1B, and 1C. right? So I think we have 3 running backs that all can run the ball that are pretty darn good. So it's more of who's in rhythm and who's producing at that particular time, and we're just gonna ride them.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Everybody, fight on, fight on, fight on.